Niliketi kwa hii cell kuanzia tarehe 25 mwezi wa 9 mpaka tarehe 8 mwezi wa 12 mwaka wa 1986. For the days that I stayed in Nyayo torture chambers, when I was arrested from the offices where I was working, where I had served only for 3 months while I was still under probation, they came and picked me from there, took me to Kileleshwa, stayed there till 6:30 in the evening from where I was removed, put in a Land Rover, blindfolded, made to lie on my back, where I was driven for time on end, round and round for hours. Finally, I ended up where I was put in a cell. And in that cell, on the first day, it was a cell which had no air, no breathing, nothing. It forced me to go on my tummy to try and grasp a bit of air from under the door. Then I slept there until the following day when I was removed, put in a lift, blindfolded again, taken to the last floor of the building, where I appeared before a panel of 9 people who started throwing questions for me to tell them why I was taken there. Said, I don't know. But then it was until they removed me from there, put me in a Land Rover again, I was driven to my house, Nuru Estate. While we were still on the way, they told me to stand, sit up, and tell them where I was exactly. I said, then show us the direction to your house. I showed them, they drove me up to that place where they went and ransacked, turned everything upside down. Took whatever they were to take, some books plus my passport and ID. Then I was brought back, taken back to that cell, torture chambers up there. Questions started. But anyway, the sessions of torture, when days came that we could not agree and I was ordered to take my chair at a certain corner, remove my jacket, put there, shirt put there, trouser, innerwear, put there, then come into the center, start doing press-ups. I did it without knowing that it was me who was supposed to be counting as I do the press-ups. About 10 times, and then I was told, stop it. Start counting. I counted until when I reached the 50th, I was completely breathless. I couldn't breathe. As I lay down with on my tummy, I was told to lie prostrate on a cruciform posture with my hands spread on the floor, put my legs at 45 degrees up and maintain there. Somebody stands on your right hand and another one standing on your left hand so that you cannot use your hands to support your legs up. The moment they saw it was coming up, they took a table chair which was sit on the floor. It got broken. Then 4 people, each one of them got a piece. When I was asked, have I ever been beaten with mob justice? I said, no. Today you will face it. So it was the beating as I tried to maintain my foot there, stopped a bit, told me, come up, put your one finger down, start going round. You go clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise, until you start feeling dizzy. You go down again. Now it's when you lie and they want to do the work on you. So that happened to me first time, second time, third time, fourth time. When I agreed and I said, whatever you want, write it down and I will sign, and you get what they said, no, you have to say everything from your mouth. And it was said. The most humiliating part of it was that after I'd been beaten and I'd put in water, when I was removed in the morning and told to sit down, naked as I was born, a very beautiful lady came with a panga in her hand, asked me whether I'd been circumcised, and big person like you have not been, sit properly. I want to circumcise you today with this. Say, use that in chopping off my head. So she just came with high heels, stepped on my manhood. Yes, sit properly. Very humiliating. Very. You get annoyed, there is nothing you can do. Then they work on you. Finally, you are blindfolded again and taken back to that cell. And when you are blindfolded and taken there, for the 4 days and nights that you are going to sleep there, no breakfast, no lunch, no supper. At the end of it, you leave when you cannot even see. Vision is blotted. So it went on like that until when you are removed from it, you are taken into a cell which is dry. You sleep there only one night. Chawa imejaa kwa nywele, kesho ukiamka nywele yako inakuwa nyeupe, nafikiri ni gray hair, kumbe ni mayai ya chawa. Hiyo chawa inakuuma kila mahali. In that cell, when you remove one and you kill, you are told you are interfering with the soldier, you are killing a soldier, you are going to pay for it. So it was humiliating up to the 78th day when I was removed, taken to traffic headquarters. I stayed there for a whole day for the cautionary statement, where they tell you the statement you give can be used in a court of law against you. Until 6:30 in the evening, when I was removed and taken to court, I found Chunga there with the notorious Opio on the corridor. Taken there, all that Chunga was to tell Bush was that this man before you, Your Honor, in a similar kind of involvement in 1971, he was detained, taken to court, charged and jailed for 8 years with hard labor incommunicado. No sooner had he come out than he engaged in these things again. So consider him for maximum 17 years. It was after my mitigation that the magistrate says that my mitigation maybe helped me. You will consider me and sympathize with me. So the court has sympathized with you. I sentence you for 6 years imprisonment. So that was the end. I went and I served it. I'm still alive. Thank you.
Swahili ndio watu waelewe kwa ajili ile mambo ilikuwa hapa, naona wengi ni wachanga. Na nasema mimi nilikuwa muadhiriwa. I think mimi ndio nilikuwa mdogo siku hiyo 1990. Nilishikwa kutoka Machakos bus station and nilishikwa kwa ajili tulionekana tukiwa na Rumba Kenudi and advocate. Tulikuwa naye pale group cinema. Na ndio nikaletwa hapa. Hapo nakwambia hata heri kwa shetani. Hapo ni pambaya. Namwambia hapo ni pambaya. Ukiwekwa hapa nafikiri wale wameingia hapa wamejionea. Na saa hiyo hakuna kitu uko naye, unatolewa nguo zote. You are naked. Hata suruali ya ndani waliachwa naye. Sikuenda naye. Waliachwa naye hapa. Na ile mateso yuko na kupigwa huku. Nilikula siku ya samba. Siku ya samba ndio nilikula. Nilikuwa naulizwa pahali tumeficha bunduki na Koigi wa Mwele, ambaye Koigi hata wa leo I have never met with Koigi, sijamuona hata simjui, lakini nilikuwa nimeshikwa kwamba tunataka kupindua serikali tukiwa na Koigi. Siku ile sijui Koigi alishikwa Burupuru, sijui wapi. Siku hiyo ndio nilishikwa. Alafu ile mateso ilikuwa hapa, ukiwekwa huku hata fadhali ni Mungu tu ndio alitusamehe wengine. Unasikia kwa wengine hata walitochwa hata kuzaa weza, lakini kwangu ni afadhali nilipotoka nilizaa mtoto mmoja. Ningekuja naye, lakini now she is at University of Nairobi. She is performing law. Na kwambia ile mateso iko hapa, heri kwa shetani. Heri kwa shetani kuliko hapa. Kwa ajili unaletoa maji, wametoa vitu nyingi huko. Hizo mapipe zenye zilikuwa zinaleta maji. Maji ilikuwa inakufika hapa. Alafu wanakuletea, unaambia uende kwa bafu. Unatezwa psychologically, mentally na body wise. Hakuna pale uko unatezwi. Alafu wanakuletea wakina mama. Nafikiri I think those people were CID. Hawa akina mama. Wanawake wakubwa hivi, wako uji hata wao. Wanaanza kukusearch. Unasikia momentum, wanatoroka wanakuacha. Unateswa. Na hata mochari, mimi nilipelekwa mochari. I was taken to city mochari. Nililala huko kama siku tatu. Unapelekwa jioni, alafu unachukuliwa asubuhi. Wanaenda wanakupeleka huko, wanakuambia hebu tuwekee, wanaambia huyo mtu wa mochari, hebu tuwekee hii maiti. Unajua sasa hiyo ukitoka huko umepigwa, unafahamu. Sasa ukipelekwa huko mochari, unajua wewe unawekelea ukiamka sasa ile walikuwa wanatesa mtu kama, unajua kulala huwezi lala. Sasa ile wanakutoa kwa hiyo maji, wanakuweka vizuri, unasikia kausigisi kidogo. Ukisikiza kausigisi kidogo, wanakuweka kwa ngali, wanakupeleka mochari, unalala huko. Ukiamka asubuhi unakuta maiti.
Kefa.
Sasa kwa upande, wacha niongee tu kwa upande ya kusamehe. Iko kitu nataka kuongea mambo ya Moi. Kwa ajili yeye ndio alifanya tukio hapa. Kwa upande ya kumsamehe, kwangu mimi nasema siwezi samehe. Kwa ajili ile statement alitoa. Alisema ya kwamba kama iko mtu nilikosea. So it means that he don't know. He don't know. Kwa hivyo mimi hata nikikuta Moi kwa Mungu sitataka hiyo uhai. Sitaki. Kama nikimkuta kwa Mungu sitaki hiyo uhai. Kama yeye alikataa kusema, kama anajua, alisema kama iko mtu, hiyo ni Kiswahili za nini? Wenye wamesoma kweli? Kama nilikosea. Hata kwa pande ya kusemea alisema kama iko mtu nilikosea, naomba msamaha. Na wale wamenikosea na wasamehe. Si ndio alisema, ama mimi ndio nilisikia vibaya? Kwa hivyo mimi siwezi samehe. Hata nikimkuta kwa Mungu huwa sitaki. Ukweli mimi hiyo ni mambo yangu. Asante.
Okay, thank you, Kefa. Silvanos, ongeza tu kidogo.
Can I stand near me? And my daughter. I think I've seen my daughter here.
Where is she?
She's here.
Kuja.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So this is my firstborn daughter, Muthoni Gavito. And this is my son. He follows her. And he's Karaoke Gavito. And my name is Rose Wango Gavito. And my late husband passed on in 2005. He was detained in 1986, April 26. I still remember. And just before he was detained, he was brought from, he was picked from home by some people who came and said they wanted to go and interrogate him. And they took him to a place. Later on, we got to learn that he was already detained. But when he came back, he was telling us how he was taken from one police station to another. And for me, it was very traumatizing.
And what was he before? What was he before?
What
What was he doing before?
He was a computer lecturer. He was one of the pioneers of the computer science. He was a lecturer at Chiromo campus, Chiromo University. And so after he was taken away, of course there is that torture where you have children. I had these two, but we got another one when he came out. And it was very traumatizing for them as well, because like this little young man, he was only 2 years then, 2.5. And of course now he had already seen what had happened. And you know, as a little boy, you know, he'd already finished, he'd already left the diapers. He was already okay, and he was a toddler. But then, because of the trauma that he experienced, he again reversed back. He just went back to the nappies because he was very shocked about the whole thing. And after he was detained, I remember the guys kept following me. Now I was the victim. Honestly, a wife who is detained, a wife of a detainee, she literally is detained herself, because people were very afraid of relating to me. In fact, they used to say that walls have ears. I think those who used to, you know, those years, knew that phrase, that siwezi kuongea, hata kuta ziko na masikio, zitasikia. So they used to make sure they would follow me. I was a teacher, I am a teacher by profession, and at that time when he was taken, I had joined Fagoto Teachers College, and people would just point at you. You know, they wouldn't want to talk to you because they would say walls have ears. Or if they wanted to say something, find out, they would speak, you know, like the way those guys, what do they call? Yes, or in whispers or in between their teeth, you know, saying hi, so how are you, and so on, because they don't want, because amongst people everywhere, in matatus, in offices, everywhere, even at the university, people were mingling with, the special branch people mingled with everybody. So you wouldn't know who was who. You wouldn't know who you were standing next to, you know. And you would know the next thing you would be picked. I remember when I was in Thogoto, one day they came and picked me. And I asked what I was being picked for. They said, you come and you will know about it. And so I was taken home to my house. They told me, lead us to your house. So we went, and they took the books and the typewriters. Then we didn't have computers at that time. They took the typewriter, they took the books, they took everything that they could take. They thought was evident, would give them evidence, perhaps to maybe support their claims of what they were accusing my late husband for. And I remember also when I was in Thogoto, I was entitled to go to a house, you know, because now I had moved from the university. My husband had a university, residence, but I had also been asked to move by the university authorities to get out of the house, and I really didn't know what to do. So I remember approaching the late Philip, is it Kilonzo, who was the commissioner of police. And I remember, you know, there are times when you just, you know, you have nothing to lose. You've lost your husband, you've lost everything. So I just went to him, and I remember asking him if I'm a first-class citizen or a second-class citizen in my country. And he said, no. What's the problem? I said I wasn't being allowed to have a school, a house in the Thogoto College, because the police have instructed that I shouldn't have a place. And so I asked them if I was the problem. And so the commissioner said no, and that he would investigate. And when he finally investigated, he found out that because of the fear that there was in this country, there was such terrible fear everywhere that people even used to censor their own thoughts, their own thinking. So, the thoughts. So the authorities in Thogoto had assumed that I wasn't qualified to stay in Thogoto. And so they had said that I was a security risk in Thogoto because I was a detainee's wife. And it was, the case. Yes, yeah. Okay, there's a lot that has happened through the years. And one of the other things that happened is it affected his what is it? He was ostracized. He could not fit into society, anymore as he needed to. He was not the same person, so it affected him very badly in such a way that it also affected us as a family, as a unit. Now, later when before he went, he had already sued the country, the government, for detaining him without trial. And so there was a court case that was going on, and so I pursued it even after his death. And the death the sentence was read, the judgment was read in his favor in 2013, and I was there every time there was, whether it was the hearing or whether the mentioning, whatever it was. And I heard with my own 2 years, he was awarded 1.2 million. But up to date, nothing has been given. Those have been almost over 7 years, and nothing has happened. And I'm not the only one. There are many others who are in the same situation. So the government needs to do something so that they see that this justice has been seen to be done. Not just to me, but to so many women who are still suffering. There are those who are really so, they were just left, they are so poverty-stricken. They have nobody to take care of them. And so the government really needs to take care of this issue. for them.
So for how long was he detained?
He was detained for 2 years, from 1986 April to 1988. Yes.
And what exactly were the reasons that you came to know were for his detention?
He was said to have been a part of the movement that was opposing the government, and it was a clandestine movement, they said, called Mwakenya. Yes, and Mwakenya was a group. What? Yes, it was a clandestine movement in the sense that it wasn't registered, but it was also opposing the government and the way it was running, and the bad things that were happening then in the Moi regime.
And so what kind of suffering did he go through when he was detained? Did he explain what he went through and the tortures?
Yes, he told me in a nutshell. He was a quiet person. He wasn't a person who used to talk much, but having joined this group really has helped me to have a picture of what they went through, because I found it hard to understand. Now I have been here and I see. But he used to say that they would used to go to a room upstairs, I think room, I don't know, some 26th floor, and they would be stripped. They would be stripped naked, completely naked, and they would be they would be beaten, and they would also be given ideas about how their families were running. Like, for example, for him, he would be told how I am no longer his wife, how I would be moving with everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and that really did touch. It was real torture for him. So, and I understand there were beautiful women around. I don't know whether it is some beautiful women around where he was being tortured. Okay, so, and then of course they would be made to do some press ups, naked, stuck naked, yeah, and whipped at the same time, and I think made to stretch their bodies and at an angle of 45 degrees with your hands spread out. Yeah, and some of it was too embarrassing for him to talk to me about. Yeah, so as his wife, and I'm sure even others. Yeah, but generally he went through terrible mental torture.
Okay, Mwalimu.
Yeah.
Any of the children want to speak something? Any of the children?
Sewe, the son of the late Dr. Walter Sewe.
Sauti.
Okay. My name is Zakaria Osewe, the son of the late Dr. Walter Sewe, who was tortured here 1986. And we have been follow up on compensation. Up to now, we are still looking, but nothing has happened. So we will request government to do something so that our families can live well, because it happened when we were still young, and up to now, some of us are still suffer. So we are requesting government to do something, because court has worked out, and we are still waiting for compensation. So kindly, my father. Okay, by then we were still young. Like me, I was like 6 years, and the officers came and took him in the house. Yeah, and from there, we went back home to stay there because he was the breadwinner by then. So we faced so many challenges, and I can't explain them all because it is a long story. Yeah, only few I can say, because when my dad was released from prison, he was at Nyayo. He was here tortured. Then later he was taken to or where Kingongo and where Kamiti maximum prison. So where there he stayed for 3 years in prison, then he appealed. And after appealing, he won the case, then he was released. That was 3 years after being detained. So after that, he couldn't even do anything for us to earn a living. So it was bad. And we are appealing that if government can do something, let it be a bit early, because even our families at home and they can't get anything.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now we want to hear from a lady, because hii mambo ya mateso sana sana ilikuwa wanaume, lakini the real sufferers were women and the children. So Mrs. Gavito, can you...
Kwanza kuletwa hapa Nyayo House na kuteswa 1990 wakati niiba wimbo wa Moroto, wakati Moroto kulibomolewa na mabrudosa, hapo nitoa huo wimbo. Niletwa hapa nikateswa sana, wakifikiria ni Matiba alikuwa amenipatia pesa nikipigania mtipate. Kutoka hapo nitoa wimbo ingine ya Matiba kusema na kufanya. Hiyo ingine hao nilikuwa nateswa kwa sababu walikuwa nafikiri nimepatiwa pesa nyingi. Kwa hivyo walikuwa wananiuliza ni pesa ngapi nimpatio na Matiba ndio ucheze hiyo wimbo. Nikasema hakuna hata duni nilikuwa nimepatiwa hata kidogo. Lakini teswa sana na sijapata hata dururu. Mnaona sasa nimefikisha miaka 67. Sasa karibu kuanguka na sijapata chochote. Nimeadhiriwa, nimegojeka. Sasa hata kama jicho kama hii mnaona ilishijwa, sina pesa ya hospitali na bado hatujaadhiriwa hata kitu kidogo. Jamani, hata kwenda hospitali. Kwa hivyo nimeteseka sana, ndugu zangu, tukipigania uhuru wa chama nyingi za kisiasa. Asante sana. Hapa mimi niliteswa sana. Nilikuwa na mtoto mmoja na sikupata mwingine. Niko na picha hapa kama kuna watu wanaweza kuangalia. Nilikuwa na mtoto mmoja tu msichana. Sasa kwa sababu ya kushindwa na hiyo kazi ya kumsalisha, nitafuta bwana mwingine wa kumpatia watoto. Kwa hivyo huyu mtoto ndio peke yake nilikuwa nimesaa kabila. Sijaletwa hapa. Hiyo picha kama kana mtu anaweza kuangalia hapa. Kwa hivyo sikuzaa mtoto mwingine. Kwa hivyo tuliteswa sana hapa. Kwa hivyo mimi ni mmoja wale wateswa. Hakuna mwanamuziki mwingine ameigizwa hapa Kenya tangu tupatiwe uhuru, isipokuwa mimi peke yake, na niteswa sana.
Ilikuwa mateso aina gani?
Mateso. Hiyo mateso ilikuwa inasema weke hinyereria mutheni wa Ngai ni arakuona. Ukinyanyasa maskini Mungu anakuona. Huyo niliteswa sana. Alafu hiyo ibo jina inajulikana kama Kenya mzima, naitwa JJ Muoni. Yule babaye tena nimeadhiriwa tena kwa sababu ya music copyright. Wamechukua nyimbo zetu na kuuza kwa YouTube. Kwa hivyo hata saa hizi sipati hata duru ya kukula hata kidogo. Nauza na YouTube ndio wanauza ndio hii. Na mkitaka nimuoneshe wale wanauza nitamtolea. Niliwafuata mpaka nikashika wale wanauza nyimbo zangu. Mimi sipati hata duru. Kwa hivyo nimeathiriwa na shida sana. Wanahogwa tena wanarudi. Niko na barua kutoka kwa Said Headquarter, alafu alielezwa astaki hiyo kesi, akasema ati wanastaka waisi wa bunduki, sio wale wananyasa watu. Kwa hivyo nimeadhiriwa kabisa sana. Niko na barua hapa, nikitaka nitamuonesha kutoka kwa Said Headquarter. Niko nayo hapa.
Tuambie jina lako tena, alafu tuambie.
Jina langu naitwa JJ Muoni.
Aina ya mateso.
Ya mateso tulifutwa hii vitu kabisa, kuna kitu ukienda gari na sasa imeamuka, ikifika hapa inasimama. Kama vile moja inasema chama cha Ford ni chama cha bure kwa sababu ni gari inatoka hapa ikifika pale inasimama. Kwa hivyo tuliharibiwa. Sasa ni kama gari hiyo ikitoka hapa ikifika pale inasimama haiedi.
Sawa. Thank you very much. Okay.
Nilikuwa hapa naletwa hapa na Tesla. Unajua sasa nilikuwa nikitolewa hapa nipelekwa tena Said Headquarter. Kwa hivyo ni Tesla mwaka mzima. Lakini hapa nilikuwa natolewa hapa tena napelekwa Said Headquarter. Sasa huyo mkubwa wa Said alafutoa alikuwa anaeso huyo mtu mpeleka Nyayo ameteswa kabisa, asirudie kuiba namna hivyo. Kwa hivyo akasema nimeteswa la kutosha.
Walikufunga?
Walinipeleka Australia kwa mwaka mmoja, alafu nikatoka nikaiba Matiba kusema na kwa tunipania mtipate mpaka tukapata mtipate. Kama ukiangalia kwa gazeti ya 1990 mwezi wa 6 utaona tuko pamoja na line moja na bibi ya Matiba. Bibi ya Matiba anateswa na mimi nateswa pande hingine. Kwa hivyo tuiteswa sana kwa sababu ya hiyo.
Sawa. Sasa kuna kijana hapa ambaye baba yake aliteswa.
Jina langu naitwa Washira Waheire na mimi pia ni survivor ama mhadhiriwa wa hivi vyumba vya mateso mwaka wa 1986. Ningependa kuwasomea taarifa hii kwa Kiswahili. Kwanza hamjambo adhuhuri ya leo, na tunashukuru kwa nyinyi kupata nafasi ya kuja kujumuika na sisi. Tuko hapa leo kwa sababu tunataka kukumbuka mwaka wa 16 tangu kufunguliwa kwa hivi vyumba. Wakati huo vilifunguliwa kwa sababu ya juhudi za wanaharakati wa haki za kibinadamu ambao walikuwa naongozwa na kikundi kilikuwa kinaitwa People Against Torture wakati huo. Leo tuko hapa kumzungumzia Rais wa Jamhuri, wananchi wa Kenya, serikali ya Kenya, kama vile tulivyofanya wakati huo. Tuko hapa kusema tena hatutaki kusahau na tumekataa kusahau. Tumekataa kusahau mambo ambayo yalifanyika katika hivi vyumba hivi vya mateso. Tena tunaomba Wakenya ambao wana nia njema wasisahau mateso ambayo yalikuwa yanafanyika katika hivi vyumba na sehemu zingine katika nchi. Sisi leo tuko pia tunataka kukumbusha serikali ya kwamba mwaka wa 2003 ilisema ya kwamba hivi vyumba vitakuwa mahali ya ukumbusho, na hiyo pledge ilifanywa na aliyekuwa waziri wa haki wakati huo, Justice and Constitutional Affairs Minister Kiraitu Murungi ambaye ni governor sasa wa Meru. In the light of kwa hayo ambayo yamepita, tunamwomba waziri ambaye yuko sasa wa usalama wa ndani Dr. Fred Matiang'i afanye yafuatayo. Kwanza atoe amri ya kurepeal ama kutoa ile sheria legal notice namba 11 ya 1991 ya tarehe 1 mwaka wa 1991, ili ialao itukubalishe wananchi na sisi ambao ni waadhiriwa tuwe tunakuja hapa bila kusumbuliwa ama kutumia bureaucracy ama njia ndefu ya kukubaliwa kuja hapa, alafu tuweze kufanya kazi na wananchi na watu wenye nia njema ili wasaidia hapa mahali. Ukienda nchi zingine utakuta mahali kama hapa ni mahali panachukuliwa kwa umuhimu mkubwa sana na inafanywa monument na watu wanakuja kuona kila wakati, hasa vizazi ambazo ni vya sasa wanaweza kuja kusoma na wanajua kuhusu historia ya nchi hii. Jambo lingine pia tungependa kusema ni ya kwamba Tume ya Haki, Ukweli na Maridhiano ambayo ilifanya vikao vyake katika hapa huku ndani ilitoa recommendation, ikasema ya kwamba hapa mahali pafanywe makavazi ama mahali pa ukumbusho. Na sasa ningependa kuwajulisha ya kwamba hiyo ripoti ya Tume ya Haki na Ukweli imekuwa gazetted na serikali. Kwa hivyo tunaongea from kutoka tunajua kwamba hiyo ni tunaomba something which is genuine. Pia tunataka kuomba waziri atupatie tumuombe tukutane na yeye ili tuweze hayo mambo ambayo tunafikiria hapa mahali panaweza badilishwa pakawa tutaenda kuongea tuzungumze na yeye. Kuna records ambazo wengine wetu bado tunachukuliwa kama criminals, tuna criminal records na tungependa hizo criminal records ziwe expand ama ziondolewe, kwa sababu nikienda kuchukua certificate of police clearance bado what happened ama vile nilivyoshtakiwa miaka 30 na zaidi ilivyopita bado inaapia katika hizo records. Jambo lingine ni ya kwamba hapa mahali palipitia watu wengi sana wa Kenya ambao ni wa muhimu. Kuna waziri mkuu ambaye alipitia hapa, jaji mkuu ambaye alimstaafu, watu wengi journalists, legislators, wabunge wengi, maprofesa, watu wengine wana represent nchi yetu katika nchi za ng'ambo, wote wamepitia hapa miaka hiyo ya 1980s and 1990s. Alafu sasa jambo lingine ni kwamba kuna watu ambao walipitia katika haya mateso na koti zikaamua wapewe ridhaa, na tangu sasa ambayo inafikia kitu kama 1.9 billion na hawajalipwa. Na sasa mahuzuniko yao ni ya kwamba juzi mtu ambaye alisababisha hao mateso, serikali inaweza kutenga more than almost half a billion ili kumzindikisha hali. Kuna watu hata wako hapa ambao bado familia yao, kesi ilifanyika kitambo, bado hawajalipwa na serikali imekataa kuchukua hiyo, kama hiyo ni this is a court order, court iliamua walipwe na hawajalipwa. Jambo la mwisho ni ya kwamba tungependa kumwomba rais aunde tume ambayo itazuru katika sehemu nyingi katika Kenya, kwa sababu kuna mahali kwingi sana, sio hapa peke yake, hii ni symbolic. Kuna kwingi sana ambapo watu walikuwa wanateswa tangu wakati wa kikoloni. Kuna Hola Massacre, kuna Lari Massacre, kuna Kisumu, mahali Kisumu massacre watu waliuawa 1969. Hizo sehemu ni sehemu mzuri sana. Nakuru watu kutengwa, na hata Eldoret kuna mahali watu waliuawa, na hizi mambo zote ilikuwa tume ya haki, ukweli na maridhiano ilifanya uchunguzi, na tungependa kama for purposes ya history ya nchi hii na vijana vizazi ambavyo vitakuja, kuwe na mahali pa makumbusho kama hapo. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana Wahire. Kama kuna maswali mnaweza sasa kutuambia.
My name is George Oroge, a survivor of these torture chambers.
When?
I was back in 1990. Okay. Given an appointment to discuss modalities of realizing point 1 above, and also the expunging of criminal records of human rights defenders tortured in these chambers and elsewhere. These records that are still held by the police will be placed in the chambers once converted into a shrine of remembrance. Some of the records are of Kenyans who have since served the nation with distinction in the positions of Prime Minister, Chief Justice, legislators, professors, foreign envoys, business people, journalists, government and private sector workers, all just lived as ordinary, law-abiding citizens. Number 3, fast-track the payments of compensation already granted by the courts of torture survivors. To torture survivors, some of whom are already aged, infirm, and living in poverty. In this regard, we call on the government to implement the presidential Kenya shillings 10 billion restorative justice fund, which His Excellency first declared on 26th March 2015 and restated again in April 2019 during his State of the Nation address. We also call on His Excellency the President to set up a committee to identify places of gross human rights violations all over the country to be recognized, gazetted, and developed as memorial sites to commemorate victims of such violations since colonial times to date.
So thank you very much, Joe, and all the people who have read the statement. Members of the media, in case you have any question, you can ask us. We are here. We are going to reply and address any concerns that you have today. Introduce yourself.
My name is Wallace Maura, son of Mr. Kang'ethe Mungai, one of the survivors in 1986. Yes, and in light of the above, we are calling the Minister for Internal Security, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, to urgently do the following. One is to issue a repeal order for legal notice number 11 of 1991, dated 1st February 1991, to allow our unrestricted and permanent access to the former torture chambers so that we can work with people of goodwill to realize the dream of converting them into a shrine of remembrance for posterity, as recommended by the Truth, Justice and Reconciliation Commission, whose report and recommendation have now been gazetted by government. Thank you.
All right. Next,
so my name is David Washira, son of Haire Washira, who was also a torture survivor.
When?
In 1986.
Okay.
Today we are here to speak to the President, the people and the government of Kenya as we did then. We are here to say again that we refuse to forget. We refuse to forget the gross human rights violations that took place in these chambers. We also call upon Kenyans of goodwill not to forget the violations that took place here and elsewhere in the country.
Thank you very much. This yourself, and then you can start us off. 2 paragraphs, yeah?
Yes, yeah. My name is Rose Wango Gadito, and my late husband was detained in 1986. I read. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for finding time to be with us this morning. We are assembled here today to commemorate the 16th anniversary of the opening up of the torture chambers. The chambers were forced open by the relentless advocacy of human rights defenders led by the People Against Torture on 11th February 2003.
My name is Kariuki Gadito, and the son of Kariuki Gadito, who was detained without trial through the struggle. And in fact, we came here today to remind our government that it made a pledge to convert these chambers into a shrine of remembrance in memory of the victims. The pledge was made 16 years ago by the then Justice Constitutional Affairs Minister, Kiraito Murungi, now Government Meru. Today we are here to speak again to the President, the people, the government of Kenya, as we did then. We are here to say again that we refuse to forget. We refuse to forget the gross human rights violations that took place here in these chambers. We also call on all Kenyans of goodwill not to forget the violations that took place here and elsewhere in the country.